Hello there, how are you? I hope that all of you are well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your light in darkness, and I am back again with another update and another beautiful reading for all of you once again. Today's update is for those individuals who had been suffering for a very long period of time on their journey, who had been experiencing very problematic situations and circumstances because of other people's interference, likely coming from toxic friends or family members. Today's read is going to help you understand what is happening with these people, what's about to happen, and in the end, what it is you can expect, what's coming your way, in short. Okay? So without wasting any of our time, let's begin with our today's update. It's very clear here that divine forces had been working real hard to knock some sense into these people, to bring them some clarity, some insights, some knowledge and information. But due to their own ignorance, arrogance, deceitful nature and stubborn attitude, they had been ignoring all the signs. They had been neglecting everything and overlooking. They had been taking you, your connection, and even divine forces for granted here, which is ultimately now showing them the consequences it brings. That's what I see is happening and is about to happen. Okay. Well, these consequences are not petty, not small, and as insignificant as you or them may assume or imagine or expect. Now I'm seeing extreme, serious and traumatizing consequences. Okay, these are not those consequences one can easily come out from, forget about, or heal from. These may bring, and in some situations and cases, unfortunately, are bringing permanent damage and trauma, either physically, materialistically, or otherwise in their lives. That's what I'm seeing. This read is particularly focusing on the men in your situation. Today's update is bringing up the hostility and the animosity you had been experiencing from the men in your situation, be it from yours or theirs family or friend circle, or someone else who just doesn't want you to be happy, never wished for your success, or wants to ruin you for some reason. Okay, this person, as I said in the read, is as well neglecting all the signs and synchronicities, actually the warnings which had been coming this person's way. This person never looked at you in high regard, doesn't think of you as something valuable, looks at you as if you are just a very insignificant person, someone who deserves no care, concern, or place in this person's heart, or in this person's life, or in your person's life, let's say. That's why I'm seeing this person had been kind of telling your person to look away, or had been secretly conspiring against you. This person had been focused on undermining you in your situation or within your connection. If it's a man you're dealing with and this person never took you seriously, was always running behind materialistic things or towards pleasing his toxic friends or family, it's highly likely that this person is currently going through something very traumatizing, depressing, and scary. Something extreme. Okay, it's a huge possibility that either all of these people, your counterpart as well as their toxic friends or their toxic family members, are dealing with something like this, something so extreme and scary and horrifying, or the people who are responsible for your separation, they are the ones who are going through something very terrible or are about to. Okay, now you might want to know what it is. I see serious medical emergencies here. Okay, I'm seeing serious financial losses, a kind of loss, a kind of tragedy, a kind of misfortune that can bring an individual onto streets or force a burden of huge debt on oneself, something as such. Now, why this is happening here? That's because these people ignored, neglected, and overlooked all the divine signs, synchronicities, and warnings they had been receiving, suggesting them to stop their wicked ways, stop their interference, stop their bullying and harassment, stop their hatred towards you, which was unjust, unfair, and unnecessary. But as I said, due to their own nature and ignorance, habit of ignoring things, their arrogance and their adamancy, they neglected everything, assuming and believing that nothing terrible would happen with them or is going to happen with them. So, because of that, due to that ignorance and arrogance and that adamancy they've displayed, they are attracting something huge, something very scary, something that can literally destroy them, their lives, and everything they've built within a fleeting second. That's what I'm seeing. As I said already, I see serious situations and consequences, so I wouldn't stretch anything unnecessarily. I'd like to keep things short. Here I see that these people are about to become stuck in something they'll never get out of from, or they'll have to beg for someone's mercy to get out of from. In some of the cases and instances, I'm seeing that their wealth, their prosperity, and their sources of money are going to get snatched away from them, because that's the source of their pride, ego, and arrogance. That's what they cherish the most. That's something that makes them believe that they have a right to stomp onto other people or on their blessings, that they have a right to trample onto other people or simply overpower them, undermine them, harass them, or bully them. That's what I see getting taken away from them in a way that will make them miserable. So miserable that they may end up going in or attracting a huge debt, which will burden them till their last breath, till their last day, or something where that money, that wealth, or that prosperity is going to go in vain. A kind of issue, a kind of hazard, a kind of tragedy where that money would be gone from their hands or would be used in something that wouldn't work out for these people. There's something they had been working on. There's something they cherish a lot. There is something they want the most in their life, and it revolves around something material. Whether it be a position, whether it be some form of or sort of asset, whether it be some kind of property or land they want, or just financial gains. That same thing is going to become the cause of their demise or a serious health emergency or hazard they are attracting already. That's what I'm seeing here. I see someone getting bedridden, likely a man you're dealing with, or this read is especially for those men who are just out there to ruin you for some reason, out there to snatch away all the happiness from your life, out there to destroy you completely, or are so apathetic, so stubborn, and so ignorant that they do not care how their words, their actions, and their deeds have affected you in the past or are affecting you right now. So these people are the ones. These are those ignorant, adamant dudes who are attracting this sort of a hazard or tragedy in their life. Something that has power of bringing these boastful individuals on their knees. Something that has power to make these people as insignificant as they think and believe you are. I'm seeing that a situation is coming where these people might have to beg for money or loan from other people, but won't receive any. They won't receive any kind of help or assistance. A situation like that is coming, and this need is going to be urgent. They'd urgently need that money, they'd urgently need that loan, but they won't receive even a single penny from anyone. People are instead going to laugh on these people and talk about them in a very demeaning, disrespectful and humiliating manner. They are going to get humiliated and insulted for landing in such a situation or asking for money, asking for help and assistance from other people, as these people were one of those people who always took pleasure while insulting and humiliating others whenever they came from any kind of help, asking to receive any sort of help or assistance or favor from these people. So in return, I'm seeing a kind of emergency coming in their lives, a kind of tragedy or hazard coming in their lives, where these people might have to beg for some assistance, some favors, or some money from others, some help. But unfortunately, I see them having to roam around empty-handed with nothing in their hands. And this is really unfortunate. One should never stoop to such a low level to attract something like this. They are responsible for this. I see them getting stuck from all corners with no help or assistance of any sort, availability of no help or assistance of any sort. Instead, people are going to become very rude towards them, very hateful towards them for some reason, and even these people are going to become very, very bitter and rude and hateful and angry, as they'll find themselves feeling helpless, hopeless, and uncertain in exactly the same way you were in the past or are right now. I see serious health issues here. I think I already said I saw someone being bedridden, lying on bed like a vegetable, and this illness is going to be either permanent or very serious, something that can, turn into something serious. Let's just say that. I see serious problems coming in their lives. They might just lose everything they've built in one go. Someone may attack these people. They may end up attracting some sort of unfortunate accident. I hate to say that, but I'm afraid they are attracting serious issues like these. If this person is quite old, then this person is likely to attract a illness or a sickness that may make this person bedridden for life, or something as painful as death. Something very painful, which is intended to destroy this person's arrogance and that adamancy this person displays towards other people, where this person becomes completely apathetic and kind of sadistic in nature. This person enjoys causing pain to others, or keeping people on hold, waiting for some sort of breakthrough to come their way or help or assistance. So this person is attracting exactly what this person has given to others: hopelessness, helplessness, pain, sorrow, suffering, misery, hazards, tragedies, and stuckness, stagnancy. This person would have nowhere to go. This person wouldn't find help from even a single person this person has in his life, let's say. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen or cannot happen with women you're dealing with who are trying to ruin you, trying to destroy you, trying to abolish you, eliminate you. They will be abolished. They'll be eradicated. Their lives are going to come down in shambles. That's what I'm seeing here. And this looks very serious to me. This is not something one can overcome. These problems look permanent. They will create permanent damage, especially if these people damaged your connection permanently, and it looks like you cannot get back with your counterpart, or there's absolutely no hope left for you to reconcile or build your trust back. This is what's coming for these people if they are responsible for a hopeless situation in your life, be it in any area of your life, personal, professional, financial, doesn't matter. If these people caused you permanent damage, this sort of tragedy or catastrophe is coming their way. And I don't see them finding any solution for this, or any help, or any kind of assistance that can take them out of this struggle. This is going to be the end for them. It'll look like their end. Absolute destruction, physical pain, emotional pain, mental anguish, torment, hopelessness, helplessness, the effects of people gossiping on these people, anxiety, panic attacks, some kind of physical injury or serious injury taking place that can make these people disabled. This is coming. It looks like for quite some time they'll struggle or they'll suffer. And in some situations and cases, unfortunately, it looks very permanent to me. It looks permanent, not very permanent, permanent. It's ending with Tower and Eight of Swords, so this is not something you can get out of from. This is just doom, end, destruction. That's all. That's why one should never ignore divine signs and synchronicities, and one shouldn't be so adamant, so ignorant, and so hostile or arrogant that you think that you can overcome something like this, or there are no consequences coming your way if you have caused serious damage, permanent damage in someone's life. What will happen with your connection is something I won't talk about in this read. I'll just say that there's hope waiting for you. Divine forces are in charge of making things right for you in your connection. In whatever way it'll happen, it'll become apparent for you when the time comes. There's hope for you, but for these people, well, they've got to release that arrogance. They've got to show remorse. They've got to feel your pain, experience the pain you felt, what helplessness and hopelessness feels like, how it feels like when someone attempts to crush you under their feet, how it feels like when you see your whole world falling apart. So that's what I see is coming their way or is already happening. This looks like it's happening in their lives right now. They are having to watch their lives or their castles, so-called castles, falling down, crumbling down in front of their eyes. That's what I'm seeing. And for many of them, I'm seeing medical emergencies for which they'll have to collect funds, or they may have to raise funds. But unfortunately, it looks like even if they find some success in raising some funds, that injury, that pain, that damage won't go away. It cannot be fixed. It cannot be reversed. They won't be able to do that if they have caused you permanent damage in any way, shape or form. This is what I see for these people. Unfortunately, that's why one should be humble. One needs to be humble and grounded and never act like they are invincible. These people are getting forced to reflect on their actions, on their choices and their decisions and the words they've used. I'm seeing that they've hurt you with their words. More than their actions, they've hurt you with their words. They've used very hateful, painful and piercing words in your disrespect, in your dishonor, and to cause you harm and hurt, so that damage is going back in their lives. That hurt you felt is returning back in their lives, or is kind of cursing everything they've built. It's cursing them, their conscience, their lives, their relationships, and especially their finances, because that's something they loved the most. That was something that gave them the power they thought they had over you. That was something they were flying high about. It's gone, going away, fading into thin air, or will be wasted onto something that will never work out for them, that will never bring them any fruitful result. That's what I'm seeing here. So this is the end I'm seeing for these people. There's still hope for you. Now, how things are going to work out for you is something divine forces are going to tell you when the time comes or will bring to your knowledge. For now, this is what I had for you, okay? So that's all. This was your update for today. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.